Now this next tape is showing you how not to use muscle or strength. And you notice how he can hold me and I can't budge him. Trying to use muscle. But if I touch softly and if I use ki and use my body weight, I can throw him very easily. This young man weighs about 220, 6'3". But when I throw all my body weight on him, he cannot stand up. And this is what happens with anybody. So when we do anything, we always take out the slack. Here, it's showing you that when there's slack and I lean back, I'm off balance, and the attacker is standing up straight. But if I do it correctly, I take out the slack now. And now when I move, the other person moves very easily. Then you can throw him easily because he's off balance. Now here's a throw, katate tori, kukyunage, where notice he starts moving and the attacker joins him, joins his power, and he leads him around. And then he sticks his foot out, almost like in judo, tayatoshi, and he body slams him down. This is a very, very hard throw. Hard in the fact that it's your body feels it a little bit, but it feels good. Notice how easily the reason also that women are good is because they're a little bit more mobile. Somehow they seem to be able to dance very easily. They don't have the basic strength, but they're mobile and they move well. I'm sorry that we don't have any of our ladies doing it this time. It just happened to be that they all were either out of town or have moved out of town. But we have 4 women who have taught us so much that you can defend yourself with the one hand if one's hurt. Because out in the street, you're not going to say, hey, don't attack me. My arm is sore or I can't move my shoulder. And then also how to throw without any hands. This could be something for the women. But these throws here that you can see now, centrifugal force happens from the placement of your body, how you move and where you place your body. And this is very, very easy. It just takes training. Notice the attacker's off balance. We could throw him at any time, really. Now, once you bring the attacker's head below his navel, he has no strength at all. This is called kaiten nage. Now in Aikido, We have 8 basic throws. Now, different styles may have others, but we have 8. But from this 8, we make thousands of throws. Just as in music, there are 8 notes. But from the 8 notes, there are thousands, hundreds and thousands of pieces of music throughout the world. So with this art, the same way. So always practice your basics. Those who become outstanding in everything practice basics over and over again. You must get to the subconscious mind, which is natural, more powerful. This is almost self-explanatory. As he comes at you, you just drop in front of him. But you must make a mental challenge also. Look up and then look down. And his eyes will follow you, and this is what makes him drop, makes him go over you. These throws are for the advanced. It's because of the falls. But somehow, as you get better, the advanced falls and advanced throws become easier. So don't let the word advanced stop you. Again, as I said in Aikido, key training is to teach you to focus on one thing at a time and to try to achieve your goal in whatever you do in life by not letting outside influences bother you. Now we're doing a series of throws here. One is Ikkyo, then Kodegaeshi, and then Shionage. Now this is very easy here, getting you down. But make sure you don't grab tightly, but keep your hands way out, away. Keep his hand way away from his body, because he has no strength there. Now keep turning your body, that takes him off balance. Now in this, all these changes of grips will happen after a while naturally. Now this one here can be an arm bar if you don't go over. Now if someone should attack you like this, if you threw him a couple of times or 3 times, you might think that he's say, hey, this guy knows something. The beautiful thing about good Aikido practice is there's laughter, no anger, no ego. This is how it should be. Always blending. I don't know how they got these pictures on these series, because this actually for very, very advanced people. But now you know what you can look forward to. Aikido is like playing billiard. Learning how to place your body, like you place your cue ball in the right place for the next shot. So you must learn how to place your body in the next position to throw. If you do that, you don't need the muscle. Boy, you're going to be outstanding when you get through with this series of films. These movements will become very fast. Because out in the street, if they attack you, it's not going to be slow. It's not going to be static either. And if you allow someone to grab you with a tremendous amount of strength, I say it's too late. So with ki, you must be aware all the time. These are hand changes for the different throws. When we first started Aikido, Toya Sensei says, as he was leaving for Japan, he said, "Now, I expect to see you next time, but I don't want to hear you say that you can beat 10 people at one time. But if you can say to me that your family loves you and that everybody you comes in contact with you loves you, then," he says, "that's good. That's Aikido." So in your training of Aikido, you must train your attitude as well to be giving and loving and helpful. Because if we expect peace in this world, then we must learn how to use the Aikido way of love and harmony. Help each other to become strong without killing. To be self-sufficient. To help people with self-esteem. Self-esteem doesn't come by just reading a book, but it must be practiced for many, many years to become part of you. Aikido can be used against any weapon, as I said before. You must be able to read that person. You must also get out of the line of fire. Someone said to Toya Sensei, "I hear you're faster than a bullet." He says, "No, I'm not." But he said, "My friend saw you." Well, he says, "No, I'm not." But what he saw is that I can tell before a man is going to pull a trigger, I will move. I can't move after he pulls the trigger. So this is the training of Aikido, to develop such an ESP. Here, you take the gun away and search him. Get out of the line of fire. So this is similar to the one from a punch. So whatever you do in Aikido, you can apply it to any weapon. The main thing is get out of the way. Now you must pivot on the foot that on the side you're going to. If you're going to the right, you pivot on the right foot. If you're going to the left, pivot on the left foot. So you will be out of the line of gunfire. So these are basic techniques that you've done so far. Now to take this out, get the gun, pull his elbow up and bend his elbow so that you can apply pressure and it will hurt his wrist. Always talk to that person. he has a gun on you or whatever. He can only think of one thing at a time in the conscious state. This is why the conscious mind is slow. This is why you have to practice so that you are on the subconscious level. It's faster, it's sure, and it's automatic. They say that our mind, that there is nothing that can be made by man, like a computer, to match their brains. The conscious mind can only do one at a time. The subconscious mind can do 100 million thoughts per second. They say you must reach a state of no mind, which means don't think. Do it. Okay, again, in Aikido, you can do everything on your knees. So you can defend yourself while sitting. It may seem that the person who is standing up is stronger, but when you notice that the one that is sitting, his ki is down lower, his center is down lower, and it doesn't take much to take the other person's center off. So basically, we're doing almost the same thing we did standing up. Now we're doing it sitting down. This is our facility in Glida where we practice. Our mats are 2 inches thick. We used to do it with tatami mats, which is 2 inches thick, but it took people maybe 4 times longer to learn to fall. Ethafoam, which we use, to teach them to fall is very, very forgiving and enjoyable to fall on. If you can teach youngsters to develop self-esteem and confidence, many things can happen, especially if you will train them to help others. At our dojo, if you learn something, you must be able to show somebody else. If you can't show somebody else, it means that you do not understand. But if you can show someone and you understand it thoroughly, you will never forget. While they're doing that, they will develop confidence. They will develop their self-esteem, their ability to talk to others and work together with others. We have students whose grade point average have improved so much just because we helped them with their self-esteem, taught them to work hard, to never give up, to always do the best they can. But that should be the training of Aikido, not just to see if you can throw someone, because really it doesn't have any value to be able to just throw someone. But it has value if you can become the best person that you are capable of being, to be able to use your full potentials. And somehow it seems to happen that way if you will emphasize that. So training of Aikido also is to train to become ladies and gentlemen. Now the next tape is the Jo, Bo, the staff, wooden staff techniques. This becomes the extension of your hand and your mind. Call about seminars and come enjoy the true feeling of Aikido. If you've come this far, you're doing fantastic. This becomes the extension of your hand and your mind. Call about seminars and come enjoy.